you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, 88. Watch that.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Touchdown, Packers! And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Huntley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pushes him over, and he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
To throw, Huntley.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Amari Rodgers complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Whip, whip. Over. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. 7-7, our score after 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Huntley to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 51.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Quick dad. Come.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
You ready?
He'll check this down, complete to Dillon.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's our time. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
2nd down and 3.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
All day, defense, all day.
Rodgers going to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Throwing on first down.
Huntley
eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Huntley out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You can't block me. All right. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the safety.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll find Aguara complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Check 26, check 26, 36, 36.
On 1st down, Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch the pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 65, 65.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, 319. 55, Mike. Watch the run. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Mike 55.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Crosby is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard against them.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield for Jones. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd down and 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there, complete to Rodgers. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, check. Go to 50.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Huntley.
And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 1st down carry for Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
To throw, Huntley.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 11 now.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Rodgers throwing here.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go, G. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree.